Alright, heavy another cursed submission from Manad. And it looks like both me and him went out pretty early here. So it's Primordium with Drags. Not a good combo, I would say. You know, this one's probably one of those massive differences between Primitive Mold to Drag in the game. Maybe the most. You know, it's not a horrible combo with Primitive Mold, but with Drags it is pretty fucking bad. I actually think this should be listed more. This specific combo is like one of the worst combos in the game. This is a combo that really Primordium doesn't have much for. But, you know, we'll give it a shot here. It's scaring me that they both are out here so early. Seraph the Diligent. Thanks for these seeds, by the way, Manad. They're really the only thing that keep me interested in doing videos for Monster Train anymore. Was a bit demotivated that the devs have basically confirmed that they've gave up on the game, but if I just keep getting these crazy herd seeds, that gives me something to do, right? But anyway, we got double Exploda. Judging by the scores, that might be where everyone went down. I guess we'll see. Sneaky Fell. I used to call him Easy Fell. Now I call him Sneaky Fell. And then Seraph the Balanced. Which makes the initial Void Binding not so hot. But if there's some way I could make Ember Drain work, I would. Fortunately, the Merchant of Magics are alright toward the end. We'll just have to see. We got Burnout Extension at least. I have to imagine Superfood is the call here. Man, I just don't know how we're going to make Ember Drain work against Diligent, but I gotta say, I can get a damn fine unit with Void Binding, but if I don't find Multi-Strike or Trample, I just can't imagine starting Stalwart here, though. Chain of Gems is really good. Well, we got... And I don't think Volatile Gauge is good in the combo. I think we can do this. Superfood is a decent start, especially when I have damage shield from the get-go. It's going to cost me some stuff, but it is a unit draft, so I do feel we're obligated to do it. Now, one thing Superfood does do is he leaks, so that's one thing to keep in mind. I think we want the Chain of Gems, right? We can deal with some Ember Drain. Let's see. Oops, well, I fucked that up. I think we definitely want to Plink or Entumbra Assault this guy. It's just... I could get so much damage if I do this. Let's see, how much is it? That's 12... 24... I think we want to do this. We'll be Ember Drained to hell here, so we might as well do this. It takes care of them. Let's just eat up a lifesteal. Or two of them, actually. Eat up some more. Alright, we take just the one Scourge damage. It's not too bad. Space Prism could be good. Either Harvest or Paraffin Enforcer would like that. Here. Making a morsel opens up an Umbra line. I think we'd rather go this route. I don't know though, Alloy is a pretty good benefactor of Primordium. And he's very hard to use with Plinks. We're getting a unit draft. Could be an Alloy right now, even if we don't go the Umbra route. Or even if we don't go left to do Umbra here. Prismal Dust I think is unneeded because we have Chain of Gems. Making a Morsel does give me scaling, of which I may not get much, you know. Ember Drain into Diligent doesn't really work. I think making a Morsel hard commits to Alloy or Shadow Eater. I don't know that Space Prism gets us much in this combo, other than what I said, which is Wickless Baron or Paraffin Enforcer. Though I do feel like I feel like in a normal run I would just take Space Prism here, but knowing that it's cursed, I just doubt that we're going to see Paraffin Enforcer. Maybe we see a Wickless Baron. I even kind of doubt that. I kind of just expect Wickless Tycoon, Paraffin Thug over and over again, with maybe some Lady of the House and Lady of the Reformed in there. That's what I'm expecting to see. So I'm kind of gaming the system by knowing it's cursed. It's like these type of cursed seeds are eternally harder if you don't know that they're cursed, right? So like, maybe out of respect for trying to play it as if I don't know, I should just take the Space Prism. I don't think I'd ever be heads up enough to take a Making of a Morsel in a normal run here, so I think I will just take the Space Prism. Okay, Molten Casement is some defense. I feel like on defense we're good, though. Could just take a Molded and open up a lot of stuff with that Molded, I think. As I expected, Wickless Tycoon, Lady of the House. Could just take a Morsel Maker. I mean, it's an okay unit for now. It is an infusion that is usable. Whereas, I guess the Lady of the House isn't a horrible infusion either. But it ain't great. Lady of the House would be the best for the current portion of the game, though. I doubt we're going left here. And if we're not, maybe we should just go to the right and take a Remnant. I think we'll take the Lady. And then, who knows? We'll see what comes up here. Quick, and I probably not multi-strike is my guess. Minus and Pierce. Not much, basically. Yeah. See, now at this point, making a Morsel would have been way better, right? But can you really plan on just only finding these? Typical run, you're likely to find a Baron, one of a Baron or a Paraffin Enforcer or a rare. I can't really say what the percent on it is, but between a unit draft, like a unit draft there and a Remnant banner here, I feel like it's over 50%. Maybe it's not. I don't think we take these. You know what we could want is a Wicklash. I don't even know if I put Piercing. Piercing is a good upgrade. I should maybe take it on the Entombra Assault. Well, could do a Shitstone on Lady of the House. I think it's passable. I mean, I'm not spending money coming up. Might as well. It'll help. But yeah, it's not great, is it? Quicken Shitstone. I'll take money just because I feel like this is an easy enough trial. I think we still put you down first. We start with this, so I think we're fine to go top. One of them gets through because we can't draw a Plink or an Entumbra Assault, apparently. So that's pretty cool. Okay, here we got a Plink. Forgot that Ember drains you for double. And another collector bites the dust. I guess the shitstone isn't doing us any favors here, because I could just put the drag down here. Large stone is just laughably bad. It's wild. It's fucking wild. Okay, we can do this at least. Damage, I don't know. I don't even think we need that. I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage anyhow. I guess we're just taking all that damage, I don't know. Not much I can do. We'll beat the boss. Alright, 28 health. It's not great. I didn't think we'd take 9 damage in that fight, but we did. At this point, I'm thinking making of a morsel could make sense. I don't really see a great hell vent. Umbra might just be the way. Yeah. It's scaling, of which we don't really have much. Damn, not even a Wicklash, huh? Could take a Devour of Death. Technically, it's a harvest unit. One more molded, maybe. Purifying Cleanse, maybe. I mean, if this is gonna have to be my unit, it'd be nice to be able to heal it, and it is 10 burnout, but that might not be enough in some fights. Molded wouldn't really be what I want there. I don't even know what to do with Molded anymore. It used to be such a desirable card. I don't even know that it is anymore. Like, what does it even open up in a run like this? Not much, right? It's technically scaling, but it doesn't fucking do much. Ugh, these are not the upgrades we want. What we want is an intrinsic space prism. I might be able to work with a Shadow Eater. I don't know really what the plan is necessarily with it, but I have to imagine it's better than a Morsel Maker. I think. I honestly don't know. I mean, it'd be good against Diligent in a way. Let's try it. It's a good unit. I don't think I'll be doing enough for Shadow Box in a way. Let's check this out. If it's Hammer, I want to keep those. Yeesh. It looks like this is not where they went down, at least. I'll do 1 and 1. We'll alternate. Should have took the Devour Death, I guess. I have nothing for that right now, but maybe we can end up with something. I don't know. 10 and Pierce. Go to 30 shards. I don't love it. But it would hurt. It would help against that double piercing guy, or double blaster. It's not like we're infusing units anytime soon. Piercing is such a good upgrade. It's just not that good on Entumbra Assault because of the breakpoints, but it could be okay on Plink. I know I used to really like 30 on Plink. I don't know. When I started able to get better win streaks, I still think it can be good, but right now I'm just feeding a Shadow Eater. That's not really a carry unit. I have no real carry at the moment. I don't really have scaling other than the making of a morsel. And I guess Void Binding. I know it's gonna Ember Drain the shit out of me. I think we're on low enough health that we want to not... I can't play... Here's the problem. I can't play Shadow Eater if I... I mean, I've got a lot of health here. I can take 20, right? I just... I can't play Shadow Eater. Well, I can't fit this on the floor anyway. The question is, I guess, do we want Shadow Eater in this? Do we need Shadow Eater in this? Fuck it. Just feels so wrong to not be playing this Void Binding. We're not going to be playing Shadow Eater because we're not going to have enough Ember. Three blasts them. I should have put that in front. Oh well. Could feed that. Just throw these away. I think I'd want that to come back. Might as well kill that. I do want this to get me energy for the next turn. That can survive that. This can block that. And we could kill one of these. Even here, the breakpoint doesn't really end up meaning much. Could do 22. Nothing really makes sense here. Could at least save myself 2 health. Could have just shot that guy, but I'd rather keep a target around if I can. Actually, did a pretty good amount of damage to Lady of the House. Okay. Shroud Spike is combined with making of a morsel, potentially what we need. That with Shadow Eater is great. What we do need to do is get Consume Remove on it. So I think this is a point where you go either way here. The problem is the value's on the left side here. But I really need to hit this Merchant of Magic up. I really, like I don't know, like, I guess if I don't get Consume Remove, the thing with the Consume Remove is it's so good on Shadow Eater, like, and if I could hold over the making of a morsel, either way, I think Consume Remove and holdover are very high rolls at this Merchant of Magic. That's two of them. I'd have to hit Permafrost and double stack to really just truly low roll it. That's only about a 25% that I low roll, versus over here I'm only looking for multi-strike. Nothing else does much for me. But a Vortex is good and a Remnant Banner might be good. I don't know. At this point, a Remnant Banner versus an Umbra Banner, there's only about two uncommons in each group I'd even be looking for. So I think the banners are actually about equal here. The rares are probably better than for the Remnant. It's weird. Like, Remnant banners, I think we look at them with rose-tinted glasses a lot of the time, because Paraffin Enforcer is so good and Wickless Baron's pretty damn good. And we forget that the other four kind of suck. Sometimes Lady of the Reformed is pretty good, but not if you don't have reason to have her, which in a run like this, we don't have reason to have her. Then you got stuff that just, I don't know, is okay, or like, I mean, honestly, Paraffin Thug, Wickless Tycoon, Lady of the House, they're all fine early, but they just have no late game potential. You know, they get you gold to help buy stuff, but if what's the point of buying stuff if your unit just doesn't scale, you know? Whereas Umbra, I know I could hit on the Alloy. I already have a Shadow Eater, but if I didn't, I could hit on that. It would be a good hit at this point if I didn't have it, but I do have it. And like Morsel Maker is pretty good here too. And then any of the rares would be fine, other than I guess Shadow Siege. But the other two would be pretty damn usable here. So I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself into going the right here, which would definitely justify the Shroud Spike. The other thing would just be Remnant Pack, because I could put that on Primordium, and you know, then I have a pretty good deal there. If maybe, you know, especially if I find like aggressive, I could put 2 into aggressive at this point. And if it keeps coming back, that's pretty good scaling. Obviously, I'd like the full aggressive since I have this, but Lucas Recruitment's the only odd man out here. Remnant Pack can also be a pseudo holdover if I can somehow pair it with Making of a Morsel. Then I can get a morsel to come back every turn, and then that is, you know, 6/6 to your floor every turn. It's not bad. It's probably not enough, but it's better than nothing. It's not essentially that much better than molding back units every turn. I do think I'm going... Man, I do have all this Burnout extension. Love to hit on a Paraffin Enforcer. Did we already get the unit draft? I can't remember. I don't think we did yet, right? Well, I'm going to take the Shroud Spike. I think there's too much upside there. Okay, there's Wickless Baron. It's definitely not the other units. Could I put together a Harvest stack? I could if I could like fit Shadow Eater onto the floor with Wickless Baron, which I could do with the Space Prism, but we need to hit Intrinsic at either of these, plus it's all the way till that ring to do that. The alternative is I just take a pip upgrade, which honestly isn't that out of the question if I'm going to take a Harvest unit anyway. I'm kind of... Wondering about that. I don't know what Primordium does then. Does it still just feed a lady? Could also just put Wickless Baron into Shadow Eater. And say fuck it to Lady of the House. I can fit that unit onto the floor. Unfortunately, I have 3 banner units all the way to there because of this awkward setup. I kind of think that might be okay. I'd rather have an alloy into it. I think I'm definitely taking a pip upgrade. Do I take a Baron? I think I take a Baron. And I take a pip upgrade. It's going to be awkward. Oh my. That could be pretty good with Primordium. If I can survive the next 2 rings. We could certainly get rid of these drags. Get rid of the Lady House. This is going to end spectacularly, I can just tell. Man, this would be so good to purge these dregs out, though. But, like, how am I going to beat these next few fights? I can stay under 50 for this ring. Just take that. Definitely not taking any of that shit. Don't think we can do a judgmental fitting. I don't know that it'd just upgrade my planks anyway. I already got piercing on these. I do think this is the one I consider, though, as it often is. You know, I got pretty good survivability in whatever unit I want to actually use in these fights because I have this, and then the Primordium just becomes so damn good with Endless on all the units. I think we take this risk. Go big or go home, you know. I still think we go this route. Eternal Stone. That's what we want. Do I try to hold out, though, for a -2 on it? I don't think so. I think we just Amberstone it. Let's see what this is. We want the X cost artifact at this point. I think Forever Flame could be pretty good here, but so could Abandon and Tumbra. Forever Flame looks pretty good to me, though. And again, so does Abandon and Tumbra. I mean, if I have that Shroud Spike on Consume Remove... I think we take this. Another Shadow Eater. I don't think we take these. Unless... Here's a weird one. I could take a Shadow Eater with the thought that one is just gonna die. But it helps me through these fights. It's not a bad idea, I feel. Let's do it. So we can sack one of these. This is a huge upgrade right here. I think I should just bring it down to a 0. And hope that we get the X cost artifact or a Lightstone casing. I think leaving it at a -1 cost for now is gimping it too much. And I just can't deal with that. Making these 23s decent. I don't really need to purge anything. I mean, I'll be purging out the whole fucking deck here. Do I 0 cost anything in the meantime? For gold? I don't think so. This is where mean went down. There is the aggressive. I really don't need to be going, like, extra into superfood. And like I said, I'll be on Endless. I think we just do aggressive. Other than the Void Binding, I have no reason to have superfood. Well, and the Chain of Gems, but like extra points of superfood I just don't need. So we'll do that. Oh, Fucking hell. You know what? It's fine. I guess I like... I don't know what's wrong with me these days. So, for this fight, I didn't really want to... Alright, I'm going to put you down first. This isn't really what I wanted, but I'll just have to take this. Gotta remember I have that too. Alright, Baron. Am I willing to sacrifice a Baron for the greater good here? I can put another Shadow Eater up top. Taps me twice. I can tap back in with other stuff here. I don't think I... Should I keep that guy in? Tell you what, I'll keep... Nah, I do want to harvest here, I think. I do want to do that. Take out some of them. Molded's never going to go off. Yeah, if I can't bring them back, I might as well keep one of them in. Ooh. Okay, we could sack one of these then. Get me extra damage. Molded is just useless in this deck. This could be a fight where I get rid of her. We just want to go front with you. Go like that. Man, that doesn't do anything though, does it? Fuck. Can't fit her in because she's shit-stoned. Let's put you in. 5. I could at least do this, get a little bit more damage, but this is going to be quite a bit of damage to our pyre here. We'll Shroud Spike down here, I guess. I don't really need... Yeah, let's just do this. This is, by the way, why I like Shroud Spike on it, though. If I can combo that with an actual scaling morsel each turn, then shit, this is just really good. The next turn, I'm probably fine to Void Binding here to try to take one of these out. I think so. I was hoping I could maybe have killed that guy without dying, but I guess we'll lose the one Shadow Eater. We knew it would probably happen, so I still have the other one. I guess I gotta keep all these units, which I probably want to do. Do I get rid of this drag for the next fight? The drags have been okay. I might want to keep this drag for the next fight, honestly. Let's keep it for this next fight, I think. Is there any way I could kill this guy, though? I don't want the stewards, obviously. I don't know. For the next fight, do I want drags? It's mainly harvesters and stuff. I say we kill it. That works for me. 28 damage taken. Cannibalize. It eventually becomes good, just not for the next fight. The next fight is what I gotta get through. Well, I always have Abandoned Entumbra. I guess it is pretty good, huh? Because I have Abandoned Entumbra. Remnant Host. This is really good with Wickless Baron. But we're going left anyway. If I can get Endless on it, I'll just pay the piper, you know, because that on Endless is just gonna be too good for this next fight. So this is where Manad went down. I don't think we need vortexes anyway. Quick, it's not what we want. Not at all what we want. I'm just gonna reroll for Endless. Okay, we got Endless. I think that can be pretty good here. I might take the boons for money. We'll see. Ooh. I'll be honest though, this is kind of enticing. I mean, I have like... That makes these plinks pretty badass, right? They're all doing 15 at that point. These things have now amazing breakpoints. Theoretically, I have okay AoE, but we don't know yet. We don't know yet. I have to lose a pip, though. Which, I don't know. Maybe that's okay. It could be okay. I'm kind of leaning toward nostalgia here. I think I like it. I'm going to take it. I think this is a run where it makes sense. Now, I could add Burnout to this thing. Then it's always dying. I don't want that money. I think I want that money. I got that Merchant of Magic coming up anyway. Let's do... I'll probably want the health on this Baron too, so let's put the Burnout there. Or I put the health here. I mean, we don't want Shadow Eater dying. I do want to use it. Lady of the House, I'm fine with dying here. Eventually, the goal I still think is to put the Baron into the Shadow Eater. It's a little trickier now that I lost a pip, but it's still workable. I think this guy will get enough stats from the Remnant Host. We're just going to have to try this. This is going to be awkward. I don't think we take any risks like that. Okay, you can go down bottom just fine, so I'm pretty okay with that. For this fight, fuck, what boss was it? I totally didn't pay attention. Was it Stealth Boss? That's probably something I should know. I just can't get the Shadow Eater up enough for this fight, you know? Am I going to be fine losing Shadow Eater, I wonder? I know I'm fine losing the lady. I'm going to need Shadow Eater against this Harvesters of Death. I can get you to 30 attack. It's not enough to beat a boss. What I'm going to do is this. Okay, we do have this. Could I beat the boss now that I have this combo right here? Right from the get-go here. I think I'm going to have to try it. If I lose Wickless Baron, I lose him. This is just something we're going to have to live with. Who would this be better served on? If I put it here, it's just going to get eaten by the drafts. Here it's a 1-1. Here it's a 1-1. Well, probably here then. And we might just be dying to this guy, who knows? You're doing what? How much fucking health do you have? Alright, well, we'll take this guy out then. 31. I think we're just going to take... How are we going to beat this guy? I wonder. Like, how do I beat that guy? I just can't. This guy here is too big. We can kill that guy by doing this. I'm trying to think what I do with this. Do I give it the damage shield? So that it burns out now? Or do I let it die? It would give him way more armor. I give it a damage shield. Kinda hurts me though. Well, I have no fucking idea. I'll kill that. This guy burns out. I'm not gonna redraw though. It's just a real big shit show is what it is. It's just not good. Is what it is. It just isn't fucking good. I don't know. Well, I thought this Frozen Nostalgia would be giving me more damage. I just didn't. I guess I drew all the plinks at bad turns. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Oh god, what is going on with this fucking floor? How did that... Oh, yeah. That will do that, won't it? Do I gotta go like this? I don't know. Well, that was cool. Good thing that I drew right into that. Well, it is what it is. I didn't think we were gonna have this much of an issue. I think we could have won. I probably just shouldn't have taken the broken wheel. That's probably what it comes down to. I don't know though. Can I beat this even if I don't do that? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the nostalgia is the bad call. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Definitely not beating this. Surprised we're doing like actually just so bad here. Am I not doing? It feels like I'm not doing 15 damage. I do actually kind of want to reload this, but again, at the same time, I don't want to get back into the habit. Just end it. I don't know. Pretty disappointed with my performance here. Is what it is. So that's what, 44 minutes to do that? Oh well. I think it's beatable. It's definitely pretty fucking cursed, but this is one of those runs where like Dusk could probably do it and not have that bad of a time. I mean, I see definite paths here to victory. I think you just somehow have to. I can't end up with. It's one of those runs where it's cursed to the point where the line is very narrow, and if you go down lines that don't work out, you just can't win. Like, I'd have to really go in on Shadow Eater, and we win this. The Shroud Spike and the Shadow Eater are enough, especially with the Consumer move. But the problem is I have too many feet in other doors, right? Like, if I had taken a Stalwart instead of whatever, the Superfood, like, Superfood didn't do me any good here. If I had taken Stalwart, I would have been fine. You know, that plus morsels, I can feed the shit out of the Shadow Eater. Go a little bit less on shards. Lady House didn't do me anything in the long run. I needed to take it, though, at the point that I took it. But I do think maybe the Baron was a bad call. Probably the Broken Wheel was a bad call. This didn't nearly work out like I thought it was gonna. It's been so long since I've used this unit that I honestly forgot about the weird way it interacts. So this was just obviously feeding the hell out of these Harvesters of Death. But it is what it is. It's just unfortunate. Let's see what you guys did. Devour of Death. I will say the Devour of Death would have been good. That on Endless with double Extinguish, that's 30 damage to the floors. That's pretty good. Looks like he ended up with the same Primordium that I did. You went for that. I mean, we're pretty similar overall. You had the Shadow Eater. Didn't have the piercing here, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. Wow, we have scarily similar decks. Remnant pack. That one I wonder about. I do wonder if maybe you would have been better off with Shroud Spike. Huh, so you'll have to let me know how you... Was it just you didn't have scaling for the boss? I mean, I can see that. I mean, probably, let's say I make it to the boss. I don't know that I kill him either. Well, that's kind of why I had the Wickless Baron, though. So I guess, I don't know, maybe I was correct to take the Baron, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, it's definitely better than my deck for killing the waves, right? You have this on Endless. That'll put in some serious work on those waves, but you made it to the boss and just couldn't do much to it. Maybe had you had the Wickless Baron, but if you had the Wickless Baron, you'd have literally my deck, and you would have probably just died. Maybe not. I mean, you took that Devour of Death, which really ended up working out. I kind of regret not taking it. I can't even remember what I took instead. I think it was a Purifying Cleanse. That obviously wasn't that good for me. So yeah, maybe for you, if you'd taken Wickless Baron and then done the Remnant Host on top of this, you'd have quite a lot of harvest. I'd have to imagine if you got through the waves, adding a Wickless Baron and the Remnant Host, probably you still get through the waves, and then maybe you can beat the boss. That'd be my guess. So you took that instead of the Remnant Host, I think. The Engulfs in Smoke, which is fine. I just kind of wonder if maybe you're good on defense, and the offense or slash scaling could have been better. I don't even remember what boss it was, so maybe it was Stealth Boss, I don't know. I didn't even pay attention. I need to fucking get more sleep. And Mean has the same. Actually, no, he went full on with the double superfood. Went with the Paraffin Thug. Had the Baron, had the Morsel Maker, had the Shadow Eater. A lot of units. 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, at this point, that's what I had as well, right? As the plan was, we knew we were going to sacrifice some to the Broken Wheel. We all went for the Broken Wheel. I wonder if maybe we would have been better off not doing that. And we all still kind of had similar thoughts with our decks, right? But it didn't work out. I don't know. I would be really interested to see Dusk do this. I imagine Dusk would beat this and beat it pretty convincingly. I just don't have the skill anymore to beat these type of ones. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I'd like it to be, but these are ones I just really struggle on. It's a combo I'm not good at. The units being used, I just don't. The units and cards being used, I'm not good with them. But I do think it's not unbeatable. Still think I've beaten harder seeds of yours, but this is definitely a hard seed. I don't know. I didn't really play it well. Happens. I'm not that consistent, unfortunately. But I definitely like the submission. That was fun. It's fun in its own awful way. I think there's potential to have a pretty fun Shadow Eater on here. But anyway, that'll do it. I'm going to go on to your next one. I saw you had another one submitted, so we'll get that one probably in another video. So thanks for the submission as always, Manad. Until next time, peace.